We come to you live at 9:15 in the East. It's 6:15 in Las Vegas, Nevada. Unless, of course, you're a client of Joe Duffy's Picks at OffshoreInsiders.com, then it's Win Vegas. Joe Duffy's Picks, whoops, sorry about that typo, not quite true, 17-7 in football. Maybe it will be 117-7 in football. I'm sorry, 17-7 in football, 11-4 NFL, 4 college football Wise Guy plays on Saturday, 5 college football majors, and you've got tons of picks up for Sunday as well. Joe Duffy's Picks at OffshoreInsiders.com. We'll have a free pick coming up. Here are the sharp moves today from offshore Vegas and our outlaw lines. San Diego State, East Carolina, Ball State, Iowa State, Rice under, and Temple. And we'll post this on joeduffy.net, hopefully within about a half hour of this, so you can double check the information there. Most lopsided bets by percentage. Percentage of bets. We'll have the percentage of money coming up. Syracuse, Mississippi, Central Florida. Then with totals, it's Alabama over and West Virginia over. Most lopsided bets in terms of money. Washington State, Toledo, Alabama, Mississippi, Ball State over, and Nebraska over. Would have been the biggest line moves for today. Wisconsin opened up at 22.5. They're now down to a 17.5 point favorite. Northern Illinois opened up at -7. They're now -2. UNLV opened up at 13. They're now -9. Notre Dame opened up at -2. They're now up to -6. The best teams this year to bet on based on margin of cover. Again, that's similar to a margin of victory, except it's relative to the point spread. Appalachian State 3-0, covering by an average of 19.5 points per game. Fresno State 3-1, plus 16.6. Cincinnati is 4-1, covering by an average of 16.3. And, of course, Utah State, which was another Joe Duffy's Picks winner, doesn't apply again. Well, it applied last night, doesn't apply until next week. But they are 5-0, covering by an average of 16.1 points per game. Who have been the best teams to bet against? Louisville is 1-5 this year, missing by an average of 16.8. Of course, that included last night another Joe Duffy's Picks winner on Georgia Tech. Nebraska 0-4, minus 16.1. New Mexico State -1-4, minus 13.8 points per game. They're missing, covering by an average of 13.8 points per game. Who have been the best over teams? Well, the following teams have all gone over all 4 games. Toledo, but by an average of 20.2. Ohio by an average of 16.8. New Mexico by an average of 16.5. Utah State, already in this week, they've gone over all 5 of their games by an average of 14.4. The best under teams, Mississippi State under 3-1 by an average of 14.5 points per game. They failed to reach the total. Stanford under 3-2, but by an average of 11.7. Iowa State under 3-1 by an average of minus 10.8. And we say minus, in all these, they're minus. They're failing to cover the spread by that margin. Washington under 5-0 at minus 10.3. Now a free pick, and by the way, this free pick, you want a place where you want to get paid on time. The single largest sign-up bonus in the history of the industry of any legitimate sports book. Yeah, the sports books are getting more and more competitive, especially with things headed right in the right direction in this industry. MyBookie.ag, 100% sign-up bonus if you use the promo code Duffy, DUFFY, to make sure you get the biggest bonus allowed. Yeah, you deposit $1,000 right now, or actually after this broadcast, you will have $2,000 to bet with immediately. That is cash. Cash money you can bet with immediately, and your deposit will literally take seconds. Bitcoin, a piece of cake. 100% sign-up bonus, mybookie.ag. Promo code Duffy must be used. All right, got a big momentum angle on a high-profile game. Go with teams off of explosive offensive efforts in a win. 513 and 379. The winner is to go with Oklahoma, minus the 8 against Texas. Once again, Oklahoma minus the 8. And again, college football is far and away the #1 momentum sport, where the NFL is just the opposite, more of regression to the mean. College football is about momentum and the knowledge of that. That's why, sorry again, we're 17 and 7, but you know what? We're probably going to win our next 100 games. So maybe that was a Freudian slip, but that's why Joe Duffy's picks intel like this. Well, I'm the all-time best ever. That's why I've been winning publicly since the Score Phone days of 1988. We'll join you Sunday with even better intel information like this and more Sunday. And again, remember, we made a slight change. Sundays, we're going to go when ready to give us some time to get the on-demand viewers. But we'll talk to you Sunday morning with the same stuff. And even if you don't, and we'll try to follow us at Twitter at Offshore Insider. No S at the end. I'll try to give you a little bit of a warning. We do appreciate those of you who have interacted with us and whatnot. But again, we're going to do it when it's ready rather than any etched in stone time. We get more viewers that way. But anyway, we'll win again today and tomorrow.